The Canadian Supreme Court has ruled that Premier Doug Ford's 2018 mandate letters to his cabinet can remain filed away and kept out of the public. The ruling comes after years of a legal fight involving a provincial watchdog's call to release them. Jason Gaidola joins us live tonight in studio with the very latest on this. Good evening, Jason.
Yeah, hey there, Taz. This all started in 2018 after the CBC filed a Freedom of Information request shortly after the Ford government was first elected. The PCs filed multiple appeals to keep them secret, and today it was announced that a panel of judges decided to keep them under wraps because they would reveal cabinet deliberations.
Premier Doug Ford's marching orders to his ministers in 2018 will stay locked away after Canada's top court disagreed with Ontario's privacy commissioner about making them public. The Supreme Court of Canada sided with the Premier after it deemed the commissioner's interpretation of the cabinet records exemption was too narrow, and in part, they are revealing the substance of cabinet deliberations. Once elected in 2018, Premier Ford did not reveal his 23 cabinet letters. Shortly after, the CBC filed a Freedom of Information request for their release, in which the provincial watchdog agreed.
I think it's a reasonable argument for the privacy commissioner to have interpreted it that, this is the very end of the cabinet process. So we're not seeing any deliberations here. We're just seeing, instructions to the ministers. But, the government clearly felt the issue of secrecy was paramount to them, especially cabinet secrecy.
The decision comes after one review and 2 appeals. However, Global News obtained and published copies of the letters. Political analyst Keith Leslie believes the letters don't reveal anything significant.
I do know that in 2014, Liberal Premier Kathleen Wynne announced she was going to make them public, and she did. And even then, they were basically, political form letters that were sent out to the ministers that, do good on behalf of the people of Ontario and, provide a service from our government.
The legal battle comes as the Ford government continues to face blowback over the Greenbelt reversal, healthcare reform, and the recent Service Ontario Staples controversy. While the PCs gathered to talk policy this weekend in Niagara Falls, opposition expressed disappointment and believed the matter shouldn't have made it to court.
Is it any surprise that the court backed up the government, a government that is spent how much of our money fighting this? The right thing, the proper thing, would have been just to publish them.
I've sat across from this government for 5 years. I know exactly what the mandates were saying because you watched it every day when they brought in bills. They brought in Bill 124 that attack workers. They brought in Bill 60 that wants to privatize our health care. They brought on the attack on the Greenbelt. There is no secret what this government was going to do.
The Office of the Privacy Commissioner tells CHCH News that it respects the Supreme Court's decision and noting the significance of this precedent and the broader implications on future cases. We also reached out to Premier Doug Ford's office for comment, and we're still waiting for a response.